Mafrika montle dumela ntetlele ke go amogela ke go dumedise nna ka lebitso ke nna Tisetso Masike. It is time for the best show on your TV screen. Now don't forget to follow us on X, SABC, Trendz rather, on SABC. Now be sure to sit back, relax and enjoy as we have fire performances. We're doing Tik Tok Awards. Listen, kupizi kumnandi. Wanna just be shown to enjoy this one. Now the 10th of February will mark a year since the tragic passing of one of South Africa's biggest musical icon who truly rapped Mzansi's hip-hop, Keenan Forbes, better known as AKA and Super Mega, all over the world. Now he was honored through a pop-up art and merchandise exhibition 2 weeks ago on what would have been his 36th birthday. Our producer Slepe Maifadi was invited to the exclusive showcase and had a moment to check in on how the family and friends are holding up since his passing. To the legend Super Mega, rest in peace. You'll be forever be missed and forever be loved. Let's go check.
This past year obviously wasn't easy for you, but what have you been doing to cope with this process and find some sort of healing?
Well, man, it's a tough situation, you know, and the thing is, life goes on, unfortunately, for everyone else. But, I mean, as a family, like, our biggest concern, more than anyone else, is Cairo. Just making sure that she's coping, which has been something that we're also trying to figure out, because I didn't know I would have to raise a child who lost her dad. So we're just trying to make sure that Cairo's comfortable, Cairo's healing. And for all of us, these kind of places are tough for us to come out to interact with Keenan in this way, but we just have to. This is the only way we can keep his memory alive. But it's too soon. A year is nothing, you know, and we still really having a tough time coping with it. But the biggest concern, especially for me as a mom, is Cairo.
Just helping the family, helping my friends, being connected to people. I think that definitely got me through, specifically that first week, like the days right after he passed away. Just being around the community for me was really, really helpful. I know sometimes when you're grieving, it's very easy to want to just shut the whole world off and just deal with it on your own because you feel like nobody understands what you're going through. But there was something about Keenan's death where we could all just feel it. It connected us in a sad and crazy way. So I think just staying connected to the community and staying connected to the culture has always just made me feel good.
I think that's why this year I've been extremely busy, because I was putting myself into the work because I just wanted to avoid being alone. I wanted to just distract myself. I wanted to be busy. I wanted to occupy my mind with everything else than the feelings that I'm going through, because it was a very dark space for me and I was very frightened actually. But yeah, so work has really helped being able to distract myself and just keep myself busy.
I think in terms of finding healing, I'm far away from have found healing. I have a long way to go. But I think what I've gravitated towards most, and the best way I could deal with it, was to celebrate him and not to focus on the negative stuff, but to remember the person that I knew as my son, not the person that people think they know who he was. And I speak to him and I see him and I celebrate him every single day in everything I do. So that is, I guess, the most healing. And then being surrounded by the family, being and also, you know, the Megacy as a body of people that most of them never have met this person. But I think for me, the love that the Megacy has for Keenan is the purest form of unconditional love that I've seen before, because they love him through everything. They didn't disappear when things went good. They were there, and I think I am so grateful. So the Megacy has also helped me a lot.
So I found out of Keenan's passing via my Instagram DMs. Everyone was saying, I know how much you loved him, it must be sad. Like, I woke up confused waking up to that. So for me, the consolation was all my fans who knew I loved Keenan, they were there for me as well, like they were supporting me. So it means a lot, like having a following that actually cares about how you feel about things that you create. So for me, that's been beautiful.
So we've seen the Megacy obviously give you so much love on your social media platform and really support you. What has been some of those things that are like holding you up in this moment, you know?
A lot of that stuff, I think the love that I received on social media, people telling me their stories, how he impacted their lives, how it was experiencing him when they met him at shows, and how they loved experiencing or witnessing our love. Those things are very comforting to me. I love to hear them. And people, there's a lot of good people out there. There's a lot of good people that want to express their love. Even sometimes when I'm at the airport, someone can just walk up to me and say, Nadia, I just want to hug you. I just want to give you love. And I appreciate that so much, because you don't expect that from people you don't know and that don't know you. And I think everybody's hearts go out to all of us. And I just want to say thank you so much.
Now I have got an exciting one for you, hey? The Joburg Theatre in Braamfontein, Johannesburg has been home to many iconic stage plays, and what keeps them memorable is the immediate feeling they evoke in the, what should I call them, theatre enthusiasts while watching the performance come alive on stage, allowing no room for error. While the much anticipated South African premiere of Ntozake Shange's iconic masterpiece for colored girls who have considered suicide when the rainbow was enough has everybody talking, even us here at Trendz Live, we are talking. Now in studio, we are joined by the multi-talented actress Mona Munyane and the director general, Papa, the director James Ngobo, who leads the creative team. Minier, ma'am, thank you so much. Welcome to Trendz Live.
Thank you so much.
Listen, I want to start with you, James. Bringing a book alive on stage, it must be an honor, right? Just walk us through the process of that.
It is such an honor and a very big challenge that then tells one from the beginning that you need to be very pragmatic about how everything will be done and put together as just an amazing cast.
Yes.
You know, and I've always believed that as a director you have to have an amazing team that work with you, because you can't be a silo. And so I sit with this gorgeous lady next to me. This is our third production that we've had the pleasure to work on together, and so it is an honor. But then you also, this was on Broadway. It was a Broadway hit last year, and so bringing it here, we want to share it with our audiences and to say these testimonials that Ntozake wrote way back have a beautiful pertinence with this country in our contemporary tapestry.
So actually, funny enough, Trendz, let me tell you something. What's your middle name?
Mona.
What's your other name?
Tisset.
We share the same name. So actually, I want to start with this one. You being on various TV programs that we have seen, we have enjoyed and loved as a country, and then you have to transition into stage. And for such a dynamic play that you have to be in, how has that transition been actually?
I think actually what most people don't know is I'm theatre trained.
Yes.
So I graduated from the University of Pretoria with a BA drama degree, and so that's where my heart started to pump. I love theatre. It's a phenomenal space for me, and for me it's also a raw way of storytelling that connects more intimately with an audience. So it was like coming home more than anything. I love theatre. I love theatre. It was not a challenge, but it is a challenge. Yes.
Because in my opening I actually said there's no room for error. Theatre must actually be always on the par, right? As much as there's magic in it. But then I just want to talk to you, when you discovered Ntozake Shange's writing, right? What actually intrigued you?
She really penned the most amazing stories about women. And a thing about Ntozake is that as you read each one of these stories, you immediately think, I know this lady. This lady I went to school with. This lady lives down the road. And I was telling the team when we started rehearsals, just saying, I'm one of those blessed boys. I have 6 sisters. I grew up in a home that had this concoction of, and 5 of them are older than me. And I witnessed my sisters getting older and meeting people, and I realized, and I was privy to their hurdles that they encountered outside with people. And so I read all of these stories, and I just felt audiences will really connect with the idea of the pain that is there. And the most beautiful thing that she did also, even though that these women have had all these struggles, but they are victors. The fact that they are standing in front of each other, in front of an audience, to say, I have been through the storm, for me celebrates not only the tenacity, but the resilience of women.
Yeah, I can imagine the emotional and the psychological strength that you need, you know, to portray this character. So
yeah.
How has it been?
I think, you know, to take from what James is saying, Ntozake has found a way to give us a voice as women.
Yeah.
She's found a way to narrate our stories and our experiences in a way that you find yourself there, but because she lifts you from there, you know, you're able to give in to those emotions and revisit them and unpack them and interrogate them. Because she offers you that release at the end of the day. So it has been, oh my goodness, it's been a testament of my own personal journey and what I've gone through as a woman, and getting to do this amongst these phenomenal actresses, these phenomenal queens, and we all get to own our voice. That's the highlight. It's not so much about the pain.
Having mentioned the emotions, as Mona said here, having to navigate, especially directing, having to navigate around the emotions, how would you say, during a plight of women, a difficult time of women with significantly painful stories, how do you navigate the emotions while directing?
Yo, what a difficult question. I have
and they are a lot.
And I have to be honest, I'm still navigating it. You know, you never get to a point where you say, I think I've jumped over this now, because also it's the pain that is in the text, and also it's just directing such bright women who are constantly posing questions and who are saying to me, why am I saying this? You know, when you work with an actor who says, at page 11, this is what she says, at page 38, she says this, how do we find the arc of this story? It's so exciting for me. And for me, I always say, selfishly, as a director, you only grow when you work with phenomenal talent.
Sure. Where do we find out more about this? Where do we follow? Where do we come watch it? Just give us information on that one.
So you can follow Joburg Theatre on all of their social media pages. And then, I mean, on mine, Mona Munyane, Mona.Munyane on Instagram. But please go to Joburg Theatre. They're gonna tag you and plug you and let you know where everything is.
And people are buying tickets. It's just so beautiful. You know, the sales are amazing.
Where do we find you on social media?
Me?
It's not there.
One day.
No, thank you so much for joining us. We actually had fun with this one. And we wish you all the best on the productions. May you continue producing and
we would love to see you there at the
theatre.
I'm coming there. Ladies and gentlemen, that was Mr. James. I call him Director General James Ngobo and Mona Tise. So let's go for a quick break. We'll be right back. Keep it tuned to Trendz Live. Welcome back. You're still tuned in to Trendz Live. Don't forget to get us on X is at Trendz on SABC. Now, Valentine is coming. Hey, where's your girlfriend? Now, if you're looking for a unique way to celebrate Valentine's Day with your significant other, look no further than a romantic picnic. They say picnics are a classic way to spend time together while enjoying delicious food and breathtaking views. As Trendz Live, we caught up with couples and friends who spent the afternoon celebrating their love over a picnic. Let's go have a look.
Imagine yourself on a sunny Sunday afternoon within the lush lawns for a luxurious picnic with the meticulously curated baskets full of tempting eats for you to share with a friend or a loved one. Sounds nice, right? And yes, Sinage, today we are within those vibes.
What are Sundays for, if not for lazing around with good food, drinks, and friends? On the first Sunday of every month, this hotel offers its green oasis for a picnic with sounds of live music, bubbly, and treats as you lie back, relax, and watch the clouds drift slowly.
This is all about people gathering on a Sunday afternoon just to have a relaxed day, get a picnic basket, complimentary bottle of bubbles, and you just enjoy with your company. So this one is quite lovely in that we theme them. So Feb is a month of love, so we've got our guests dressed in red, and we switch it up every month. So we're quite excited to be bringing this in this beautiful oasis in the middle of Sandton.
Traditionally, a day to celebrate love and romance, Valentine's Day is no longer just for couples. These days, friends also celebrate their connection.
People have turned into a celebration, be it as friends, you're celebrating your mother. It's not necessarily about your significant other. And that is what's beautiful about it. In fact, there are people celebrating their birthdays today. And we have the entertainer going to sing a song to them just to wish them a happy birthday. So those are just some little nuggets in it that we're trying to really make this experience truly exclusive and beautiful.
The problem is in the month of February, we're so focused on couples and marriage and whatnot, but we forget about self-love. So I figured, let me explore, love myself, and in the mixture, I was able to make new friends, meet new people, make new relationships, and form new bonds. So why not?
I now believe in being present in where I am in my life, and she's one of the most important people in my life. So I can't be stressing about finding a lover. Like, I have love. It's not like romantic in that way, but this is romantic. Like we're bonding, we're talking, so friendships are just as important as marriages or love life or boyfriend mjolo or whatever. This is our kind of mjolo, but like on a friendship level where we can do things that we would do with our partners, like travel, come to dinners and lunches like this and really have a good time without feeling that void of not having a partner, because she is important to me. Just because I don't have a partner, I don't have a husband, then she's invalidated. So I love her. This is love, guys. Love is not just for partners.
We are so affectionate, me and her. We love being together.
Friendship goals in Yanga Yotanda, and we're here to celebrate our love. If there's one person that I know, go to Engasuka from Devon to Johannesburg.
Other couples, though, still see Valentine's Month as a way to celebrate their love and enhance their relationships.
For me, I interpret love as being kind to anyone. So be it to your partner, with your friends, siblings, everything. Kindness. Be kind to people, be great, be lovely. For me, that is love, the interpretation of love.
I was surprised. I was told to get a red dress, and to my surprise, it's this beautiful event.
Oh, wow. Nomzane, then I'm surprises. Why? Do they help bring that fire and spark in your relationship?
Yeah, definitely. It's the month of love, so I thought, why not surprise my woman and bring her to this romantic spot? It's been just a romantic day, and I think she deserves it. So it really makes the relationship stronger. It keeps the fire burning. So yeah, that was the whole intention.
I'm sure people who are looking there, some are like, couple goals, love, advice on relationships, how to grow as a couple. Just give us something.
I would say communication, and always consider your partner. Always make sure you just ask them those little questions. Are you okay? How can I feed into you? And he knows my love language. My love languages are like words of affirmation and acts of service. So for me, this is like an act of service to me.
Oh, wow. Baba,
yeah, definitely. Just understand your person's love language and, just act on it and just love them how they prefer to be loved.
Now, I think this is the problem why we're not invited to such things. Sikoga ama jean to jean during the love month. We must be wearing red and white. You said so. Now, embracing human values and social harmony is an act of love. So during this month of love, Trendz visited a vibrant cultural sanctuary where the spirit of friendship flourishes across borders. Now, you see, the Yunus Emre Institute and the Turkish Cultural Center unite South African and Turkish cultures through various activities. Now, this is a realization of a legendary Turkish poet. Producer Didintle Mokelitsi visited the center in Oakland, Johannesburg, to explore how the center unites the two nations. Let's go get more.
A sanctuary dedicated to providing a cultural experience for mainly Turks and South Africans. Just upon arrival, the flags in the Nelson Mandela Room represent an amalgamation of two unique nations. This a vision by a revered Turkish poet.
The important days of South Africa, important days of Turkey are celebrated at the Institute, and Turkish people and South African people getting to know one another because the Institute started its activities with the motto, come, let us be friends for once. As Yunus Emre says, his most important feature was his representation of human values, social peace and love. And this great man not only contributed to the development of Turkish language, but also using his philosophy, which was based on universal human values, encouraged people to live together with peace and harmony with common values. Therefore, it is an objective by Yunus Emre Institute to maintain his basic philosophy. So from there we have cultural activities, and all the Institute's cultural activities are based on universal human values.
The cultural friendship is built by numerous activities, including Turkish lessons for both young and old.
I come to learn the Turkish language and also the culture. It's been here for more than 3,000 years. So I find it interesting, I find it intriguing, and yeah, it's an interesting step that I'm taking because I do tours to Turkey and different parts of the world, and for me language is it connects people. And I find that coming here, I have the best of both worlds. I think it's important that nations merge, nations come together, and we have this a common ground. Even though our languages differ, there's a common ground and that we can basically expand on.
Art can be an impulsive form of expression. For about 10 years, art guru Mr. Mohammed has enjoyed teaching disciplines Ambro or marble painting and calligraphy. Believe it or not, Ambro encompasses painting on the face of water and unexpected patterns appear.
We have more than 100 students, and many of them is local. We have some Turkish students as well, but most of them is South African. I feel so beautiful to use their art to bring the people together. There's many other bridges as well, but this is my way, and then I'm very happy to have that way to bring the two nations together. You hit the brush on your finger and the paint is dropped onto the water. You can never do that same thing. You do same way, but the way how the drop is different. So each artwork is unique. You can't do exactly the same thing again. Drawing on the water is not same drawing on the paper. Paper you have control.
It's actually an ancient technical Turkish marbling technique. While you know what outcome you want, it's not always going to happen that way. And you can see we're not able to really make geometric shapes, so no squares, no triangles. It's circles, it's flowing. It's the movement of your equipment on the jelly mixture. So it's a little bit daunting if you want something exactly so, because you might not get it like that. But at the end of the day, you've created art.
Why is it so fulfilling for you?
It is something that you have to practice and practice. And while I haven't been able to do it at home yet in my own studio, it's the classes here has taught you to be patient with the mixture that you're making and then the technique of how to do it.
Calligraphy entails attractive writing that requires accuracy and much detail. Did you know that there are 7 styles of this art? Well, this type is known as Arabic calligraphy.
It's actually been one of my goals to do Arabic calligraphy in a mosque. I mean, just a simple dot that we do for ratios, that just in itself holds significance. I mean, the shape that you put that dot in. So the process to learn is part of what I enjoy about it. So we were taught that you first learn one letter, then you go to the next letter and the next letter. And you practice and focus on that one letter for so long till you get it 100% right, and just achieving that sense of patience and calmness.
One day I will go back to my own country So I'm very happy if I leave few students here, they can also be like calligraphy teacher after me. They can take the flag and carry on. This is my hope.
Mission accomplished, a universal philosophy that champions the harmonious coexistence of humanity, transcending the barriers of religion, language, and race. And what better way to achieve this than through creative platforms? Well done to the Turkish Cultural Center.
Now, just when you thought that we are done, listen, what is Trendz Love without fire hot performances? Onyimphethe manje ubuye Komore Alex. Bakusho ukuthi ke ushaya inyawo sasojayiva lana. We are joined after the show by Nicoline to come talk about her music journey, Boma love song, Boma love month, but be sure to sit back, relax and enjoy. Rabua, let's go for a quick break. Welcome back. You're still tuned in to Trendz Live. Don't forget to follow us on X. It's the Trendz on SABC. Now we are joined, as I promised you, Nicoline Nkobeli. She almost killed me for this one. She's here to give us a brand new one, a nice one. Debut album, ne? It's a new one called Siyathandana. Over to you.
I can't explain this feeling. It's like I'm seated in the ceiling. I cannot let go of this feeling. Siyathandana, 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 siyathandana. Lungilisa nabazali, uthando lwethu lungilisa nabazali, uthando lwethu lungilisa nabazali, uthando lwethu lungilisa nabazali. Siyathandana, 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 siyathandana. Angeke ngikwazi ukuphila ngaphandle kwakho, angeke ngikwazi ukuhlukana nawe. Abakhulume bona abonozindaba, abasheshethe bona thina sinandaba. Uthando lwethu lungilisa nabazali, uthando lwethu lungilisa nabazali, uthando lwethu lungilisa nabazali, uthando lwethu lungilisa nabazali. Ngiyacabanga ngawe, I can't explain this feeling. It's like I'm seated in the ceiling. I cannot let go of this feeling. 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 Siyathandana,
ngithi ushaya inyawo ubuye Komore Alex, and that was Nicoline Nkobeli. Welcome to the show, madam.
Thank you for having me.
Now, it is still the month of love, and Trendz aims to put that bit of warm, fuzzy, and sparkle into your world. Alexandra-born musician Nicoline Nkobeli is making waves, and you heard her was giving us a beautiful one there, a solo single, Ari Siyathandana. And then her EP called Humelela is out, and the album is underway. Now, the cherry on top is that today, The song Yakhe, My Smile Keeper, which we'll be hearing later, will be dropping exclusive vibes, Papa. Nicoline joins us to discuss her music, including some love gems too. And thank you so much. Welcome to Trendz Live, madam.
Thank you for having me. How are you?
I'm very good. Thank you for asking.
I'm also good. Thank you.
I just want us to start here with it being the month of love, right? Mm-hmm. What is this whole thing? Album, Siatandana, standard.
Oh, wow. You know what's funny is I just attended after a breakup.
Yeah.
It was really sad. And, you know,
yes.
I'm a music artist and, you know, loving music.
Yeah.
And
yeah.
me having to, you know, go into studio and be like, even if I'm sad, I'm going through a lot. But, you know, I just go to studio and work on something.
Yeah.
So that's how Siatandana came about. And what's funny also is that umjoliyangisa guys. Yo.
Yeah.
But I had to come up with Siatandana and it's actually a reality about what I went through in the relationship because parents were actually against the relationship and I was actually abusing that relationship. So when I went to studio, I was actually sad, but it was like, everybody was like, you know what, come up with something. And I'm like, why not? Masthandanin, guys. Let's love each other. Yeah.
So with your music, right? What theme do we find when we listen to Nicoline? Well, what do we hear? What kind of themes do we get?
Definitely love.
Yeah.
And I believe in embracing your culture.
Yeah.
So I'm also a Tsonga singer. And not just a Tsonga singer, I'm Tsonga. So most of my music is spiritual, but mostly love. Because I believe in loving myself.
Yeah. I want us to go back to the early days, back in high school.
Okay.
But interesting fact is that you started your music career in a high school band.
Baba. Hey. Okay. You know, Mangala, when I started, it was more of a healing session process for me because it was just after my mom had found me.
Yeah.
I was raised in Alex and then my mom came to fetch me Lana Ekomora. That's when I went to Northwest and, you know, learning a new language, you know, from Tsonga to Tswana. It was a bit hard for me, but I did well. So when I got that side, I didn't have much friends, you know. So I used to like sit in La Payana. There'll be guys singing and then I'm like, oh, I like this. Then I started joining and then we started doing beating, and composing music for me was easy because I don't actually write. I just, you know, freestyle. And that was me, a cappella vibes at school. And also in the choir, I had to join because I was not well mentally. Yeah.
So you were one of those learners, if we teach a staff room, we
start singing right there and there.
Tell me, your upbringing, right? And your experiences and from where you were raised by moving to Northwest, would you say that has contributed to the artist that you are today?
Yes. Like, to be honest, everything right now is about self-love.
Yeah.
Because I've realized that most of the time, like growing up, I used to seek for validation from others.
Yeah.
And also I used to look for love. Same applies to what happened to the past relationship I was in, where I was abused. I wanted to stay. That's the reason why the parents were against it, because I really wanted to stay in the relationship. But with everything that has happened, I had to learn to love myself more and put myself first.
So your music, how does it actually promote love and also, you know, strike a few chords in the heart?
Yeah. Okay. Oh, wow. Okay. You know, love as a universal language. I mean, come on, who doesn't want to be loved?
Yes.
And relationships that I've been through, even though it was hard, but I can't be selfish like that and be like, because love obviously shouldn't be about somebody else loving you. Also, you need to focus on loving yourself and also focus on your mental health. So that's basically what my music is all about, honestly.
To anyone that looks forward to becoming as big as Nicoline, that young girl watching Trendz Live tonight, what message do you have for them?
Okay, to be honest, whoever you are, wherever you are, wherever you're watching, all I can say is keep pushing. Don't stop. Don't listen to other voices outside of, you know, you. Just be more about you and you and you and you. And that's it.
That's it.
Yes.
Right? Beautiful one. Thank you for that.
Thank you. Thank you for having me.
So you've worked with amazing producers. You've worked with amazing artists, also collaborating on The Special Love, right? Tell us about your new single, My Smile Keeper. Who's that Smile Keeper?
Guys, I don't even have a smile keeper. But I am my own smile keeper.
Come on, powerful.
But then with the song, we were in studio with Del Production, and it's a collaboration between Del and Kalfudi, Khomuzo Kalfood, also Temba Broly. So this song is usually when we are in studio, we don't plan most of the time, but with this song, we're like, come on, who's your smile keeper? Who's making you happy? So this song is about who's making you happy, how you feel about your partner. It's expressing, you know, your feelings and your emotions about your relationship. So that's what is it about.
Speaking about having a smile keeper and also the emotions and who keeps your smile, now I want you again to give, so we have this community on Trendz Love, we call our family here Batrendi. Right?
Okay.
Yeah. So what message do you have for Batrendi in this month of love?
In this month of love? In this month of love, Buffet too, if you're in a relationship, God bless you. For some of us. Anyway, but if you're in a relationship, just be a supportive partner, be very considerate, and also focus on your mental health, guys. Most of you guys are in relationships, but you guys are not happy. You guys mentally ziyakhala. So please, love you, but also
protect yourself.
Protect yourself.
That you heard directly from the horse's mouth. And if you're in a relationship, God bless you. Ladies and gentlemen, please allow me to let on stage Nicoline with a brand new one called My Smile Keeper. Madam, over to you.
Thank you.
Baby, my smile keeper. Baby, my smile keeper. Dala ifuna umuntu ofana nawe.
My smile keeper.
Manje ngitholile baby. You are the wonder in my world. With you I'll be shawty want me.
I'm living by my own rules. Hey, said I'm living by my own rules. Hey, living by my own rules. Hey, I'm living by my own rules. Hey, I didn't know that love could change me this way. I didn't know that love could change me this way. Said I'm living by my own rules. Hey, ngitana ngempela, ngiceluli kwini lothando lwethu. Ngitana ngempela, ngiceluli kwini lothando lwethu.
We've built on the achievements of the last 3 decades. When Tinzwalo entered the world of work, she was able to progress and thrive with the support of the state's employment equity and black economic empowerment policies.
The Tinzwalos that we know are the ones that he promised 1 million jobs in Alexandra and 1 million houses, which until this day that has not yet transpired.
We have achieved a lot, and the story of Tinzwalo is the story of where we come from in terms of young people.
A laundry list of recycled projects and promises that have been made since 2018 that haven't come to fruition.
We are no longer at 79% of the poverty index, we are at 55% as we stand today.
What the president was really trying to do was to officially launch or unofficially launch the campaign of the ANC this year.
I want to still add value. I want to contribute. I think I still have energy. And with my commitment to serve the people of this country, I feel like I need to find a way and go and serve somewhere else. Because here, I've already tried my best, but I feel like I reached a ceiling. So I opted to call it a shot. Because I was just scheduled to go for an interview to be re-elected to parliament or legislature. I decided, no, I'm not feeling like I can continue doing it. And I decided, let me call it a quit.
Now, tonight at the Volder World in Midrand, the continent's top content creators are celebrating creativity at the 2023 Tik Tok Creator Awards. Returning for the second time, those who made the most impact across the entertainment industry, in sports and in lifestyle will be given their flowers and, of course, be celebrated. Our producer, Silepe Maifadi, is out there mingling and just chatting about with everyone that is pulling up to the red carpet. Now, earlier tonight, she had a chat with the TikTok influencer PD Jokes, an amazing one, I should tell you, about what these awards are standing for. Let's go have a look.
But Trendz, we're out and about doing the most, celebrating top creators out here at the TikTok Top Creator Awards 2023. Someone here, this one, is always creating content on the socials, and we obviously want to find out what's happening. Why are you out here?
Listen, man, I'm here to celebrate and give honor to the people who are keeping us entertained. There's a lot of talented people in South Africa, and I feel like today is the day that we honor them. And I'm excited to see who the winners are, whose lives get changed from this very moment, because you don't know if someone's life is going to get changed, right?
Is there some kind of monetary value in the mix? Do you know something that I don't know?
The number you have down does not exist. Please try again later.
So something that you do really well on your TikTok is obviously do a bit of commentary on food, and you are a comedian. So tell us about how this platform is basically changing the trajectory of your career.
I think content creation is such a vast topic that people need to step out of the comfort zones. I'm in the comedy niche more specifically, so I swayed away from skits and normal comedy content to go into something called comedy commentary, where I comment on food and I just enhance the video. It is somebody else's video, but I just enhance it by bringing it home. But also at the same time, exposing people to different types of food and different types of culture out there. So it's quite exciting, and I'm glad you guys love it.
Yes. Your take on how South African content is blowing up all over the world. What's your take on that?
Listen, man, I'm a piano to the world, Grammys to the world, UFC champion to the world, rugby world champion to the world, and content creation to the world. I believe that we are a country that is very diverse, talented, and I'm excited to see that there's an actual industry for where we belong. It's all about belonging.
Yeah. So second year of these, what's your take on like how the space is growing and having platforms like this literally helping out? I know that TikTok creates these master classes, book talk, all these other activations and master classes in helping other creators to become better creators. How has that kind of platform helped you out?
Personally, from personal experience, it has helped me quite a lot, especially if you actually do take in what these master classes teach you. I've learned how to be a brand, I've learned how to manage my finances, I've learned how to sort out for brands if I need them. So to anybody who's listening, who's watching out there as a young creator, be a sponge for knowledge, learn as much as you can, because the people ahead of you have learned something, and you don't need to make the same mistakes they've made. So take heed in education, because education is life.
Yes. 2023 viral moment that literally left you in stitches on TikTok?
Stitches, not really stitches, but it left me on the ceiling.
You were like, oh, okay. Okay. See,
but also, I love the Umniga challenge.
Yeah.
I love to see how people can just be together in one challenge and do the same thing in different fields, energies. So I love that so much.
Yeah.
Can we have more dance challenges so that Africa can know that TikTok South Africa is where it's at?
Yeah. So basically for that category of Song of the Year, I guess you're rooting for Umniga, right?
Of course. Like, why else? Born. SABC, we're out here.
Why is it about Trendz? We're still rocking. So when I enjoy her, and then next week it's what's a ciao ciao.
And just like that, an hour is gone. That was Trendz Love and all that we had in store for you. Listen, from me, Tisetso Masike, and the amazing team behind the camera, Mudibukyo, love yourself. In the very wise words of Nicoline, if you're in a relationship, God bless you. From me to you, Mudimukyo, Mudimu Warerata, we tokomele tsala. And when you find love, keep it close, keep it tight. Happy month of love. Goodbye.